Cancer. Welcome to my channel. Hope everyone's doing well. It is a very nice rainy day today, and I'm digging it. And it's very fitting for just the general type of energies going on, because when I've been doing these readings for June, and that's what these readings are for, it's for the rest of June, early July, just kind of how it fell based on like when I started doing the readings. It was like mid-month, kind of early mid-month, but anyways, there's readings for Cancer, but I feel like the rain is really fitting today. So hopefully this, all these readings today go by really smooth. I feel peaceful. It's very like meditative today, so that's good. But I've been noticing for like the past readings I've just been doing for everybody that everyone is like, the energy that's going on in the universe is very bipolar is the best way I can describe it. And for you, Cancer, I feel like, because I know your last reading went really well, like the changing of the seasons, everything was bright, sunny, happy and everything. And now I feel like it's kind of going, not gloomy by any means, but it feels more at peace, like things are starting to settle, which is really good. So anyways, what am I getting for Cancer? I just started shuffling the cards, y'all. I do the thing at the beginning where I just kind of channel your energies. And it was hard for me to get like a direct mindset because, again, I feel like the energies are so scattered for everybody that, especially for my Cancers, you are kind of all over the place. But mainly what I'm feeling for Cancer is what I keep seeing is like, I feel emotional, but I can't pinpoint where it's coming from. So it could be coming from stress, or there's a lot going on, or you're just kind of in this confused state, or you don't really understand how to balance your own emotions at this time. So you're heavily going to be relying on someone around you, if that makes any sense. Like, you just need extra love during this time, extra confirmation from people or a specific person that, like, hey, I'm doing good right now, but I still need you. I want you to help me. I just need you to love me. I want more cuddles. Like, it's not even like I want, it's more so like that's just what I need right now, is just that warm embrace, that nice soft touch. Like, you need just a little bit of tender love and care. Like, you need more tenderness from people in your life right now, so that way you could stay at peace, and that way you can balance everything out. If you have stressful situations in your life right now, it's like you're not asking people to necessarily fix things for you. You're just asking them to support you and kind of be that person that they can fall back on. And that's not a bad thing at all. It's just, especially with all like the waves and everything going on in the sky, like you just need someone to be like that lifeboat, where you could do the swimming, you can go down and, get the gold, right? You're looking for treasure, you're doing things on your own, you're learning right now, you're trying to be like a very independent, trying to get things done, and it seems very stressful. You just need someone to help you relax, is the best way I can put that. Alright, so let's just go ahead and start pulling out the cards for you, Cancer. Yeah, and I keep seeing like very, like visuals, like I just seen like a starfish, and when you cut a starfish's legs off, it like grows back. It just takes a while. That's kind of what it is. It's almost like you were, or you are currently on like a chopping block, and things feel like they're being delayed or overwhelming, so like you are sacrificing bits of your life, or you're sacrificing like pieces of yourself, but it's okay because it's going to like grow back, and it's going to replace something that was icky, if that makes sense. Like, so it's going to replace itself and be better like in this upcoming energy. So if you feel like you've been like sacrificing a lot of your time, energy, emotions, really putting yourself out there, and kind of like, how do I want to word that? Like, yeah, it's just overextending yourself. It's going to come back to you in full. Like, you're not going to be a broken person by any means, Cancer. All right, I'm loving it. See, again, and we're talking all about, so we're talking all about connections between you and something else. Connections with you and the people in your life are going to be a lot stronger in these upcoming weeks, and I really love that. So communication's on point, and then you have this really warm kind of vibe that's going on with you and people around you. So whether you're in a relationship or a situationship or even like a work situation, like the one thing that you invest a lot of your energy into is going to calm down quite a bit, and it feels very loving and very secure and very safe. So, you know, if you were worried about anything in that aspect, it's not going to like fade out. I see a lot of changes going on, positive changes going on between you, and especially in a person. It could be like a few different people. It feels very light-hearted, very connected, very soul bond kind of connection, and it just definitely seems like it's going to smooth out, even with people around you in general, like your friends, family members. Everything just takes like a lighter note for you, and it's easier to communicate with them. And sometimes you don't even need to necessarily communicate all these things. It's like people could just read your mind. They could feel you on an energetic level, and they know how to, you know, like be there for you. And it feels really nice. It feels like fluffy. It kind of feels like a cloud where it's very comforting, warm, supportive. So I really like that. And that's just going on in all areas of your life. So especially like if you're looking for anything, like a new job, a new home, a new relationship, even trying to find, you know, friendships, or trying to reconnect certain friendships and relationships, like repair them almost in a way. Like, let's just say you and a person just got in this big fight. Now it's time to like reconciliate on that. It's almost like they hit a refresh button on your relationships, and that's many different kinds of relationships. Like I was saying before, like the work relationships, love relationships, friendships, family connections, and everything like that. It's almost like you just got this refresh button going on. And it feels really nice. Like people, I know it sounds very childish, but people are treating you the way that you want to be treated. And the people who are not, you are definitely going to weed them out, and the best thing to do is just ignore it completely, because we have such a bipolar energy going on right now. It's definitely going to still show through with some connections, and you're going to know instantly who they are. And it's not going to, so if you do find people who are communicative and they're really combative, like in their communication style, that's what I meant to say, but if they almost seem combative or vengeful or just shysty when they communicate with you, or you feel like their intentions are rough, you know, towards you, and you could pick up this energy, because if it's not harmonized and it doesn't make you feel good, then that person, you need to, and it doesn't have to be forever, but you need to cut them out temporarily and block communication. Just take a time out from that situation or person or people, whatever it may be, because it's only going to like stunt other growth in your life. So when these negative, and Cancer always pulls in people anyways, I've come to find. So like it's almost like you're a light in the dark, and all people are attracted to the negative ones, the good ones, the healing ones, and they expect something from you. It's like people want to be healed by you, especially when your energy is nice and light and responsive, and it's at this harmony point. You're going to find that like a lot of people are just going to be coming out and trying to communicate with you, and you can already see their intentions because you feel them on like a different level. Okay, like you feel them on a intuitive level. Like you already know what they're here for, like before they get there, you know what I'm saying? So if someone's pretending to be nice to you, you're gonna feel that, and I would just distance yourself, you know? And it shows that like you're not gonna be combative by any means. Like even if these people come up to you and they're like blah blah blah, you know, blah, blah, you understand that's like their own shit going on. And the best thing to do is just to step away, go in your cave, be with the people you love, start a nice little bonfire. Hey, you know, that kind of energy. So, you know, especially, okay, like, and if you guys are looking for love, right now is a really good time. A lot of you could be in, how do I want to phrase that too? Because when I tap into romance, it's not a secretive energy, but definitely someone that has like a potential to, I heard like invest some time with, which is really weird, but you know, who you want to put some time in with, if that's your thing right now. This person's going to be more on the quiet side, and you're not going to be able to get a read on them. And I know that totally sounds like opposite of what I just said, but when it comes to love connections, like one person in particularly, and they don't have a bad motive, they're just in their own world. Like themselves are trying to grow and like start other things in their life. So it feels like they're not completely engulfed in you, but they are, right? Like they're just not being as communicative or like outspoken as you might hope them to be, but it's okay, because I feel like their energy and the things that they do and the things that they don't say, like their actions are all there. So that's really nice. So just keep that in mind. Don't think like, oh my God, I can see through everybody else, but like this one person that it really means a lot to me, like I can't get a read off them. So it's making me nervous. Like don't be, and just kind of go with the flow, you know, just go with the flow. Cause it looks like this other person that you are interested in, you know, or that you are together with, right? It just seems like they're in their own world. They're doing their own thing, and it doesn't mean that they're totally disregarding you by any means. They're just trying to build up their own life. Like I've seen like shit stacking on one another. So they're just trying to get their shit together, and that's absolutely fine, right? So if you have an understanding of that, that's cool. Or just, you know, kind of ask them in not a confrontational way, like, hey, you know, are you all right? Like, how is everything, you know? And just, what are your hobbies? What are you doing with your life right now? And that will open a whole nother door where they let you in. And then you can kind of see how their life's going, if that's what you want. And you do have a lot of love stuff here, which is so beautiful. So people who are already in this committed relationship, or something's already starting to grow or blossom, that looks really, really good. Just be careful with any kind of like power control. You might feel like, you know, don't become too smothering is what I'm seeing. Like, don't become like an octopus, right? Where you're so engulfed in someone and something feels so good that you're almost, you know, and a lot of cancers don't realize they're doing it, but cancers do this a lot, and please don't take offense to it, but where they become so engulfed in this person or situation, or, you know, like just people in your life in general, that it starts to become a little controlling. It just becomes a little too much, you know, like it just becomes a little bit too much, and they don't really, like, cancers don't really see that it's happening until it's too late, and then the person you're talking to stops talking to you, right? Like, so don't be too invasive. That's the good word. Don't be too invasive. Like, let stuff breathe. I promise everything will go good if you do that. All right. Just let things breathe. Let things breathe. Okay. Again, with like the other connections in your life now, on any level, it just seems like it's going to deepen. And the card that I pulled, I really love this card. It's my favorite one out of the deck, because it means that a lot of happy memories are going to pop up. Like every time I've pulled that for myself or for other people, it's making memories. And like, you know, when you're a kid or a teenager and you remember those things, but then when we turn into an adult and it doesn't stick as much in our brain. Ooh, it's starting to thunderstorm outside. I love it. But it doesn't like stick with us as much. Like it's not that imprinted in our brain, like unless it's a huge event, you know, like you have a kid or get married or something like that. But you know what I mean? But it's a good time to make memories, and everything just seems so light and loving with you and the people around you that it feels really good. But again, you know, everything in your life looks really nice except for this one individual or situation. I just want to call it a situation because I don't like to narrow it down that much, but everything looks good, but there is one situation that keeps like popping its head through, and it gets on your nerves. It makes you really frustrated, gets you angry, puts you on edge. That's the best one. That's the one that feels right, is puts you on edge, where everything else just kind of slips, and then everything else becomes not apparent, and you want to stay in that nice, loving, light energy and not be engulfed by whatever this more so negative situation is that keeps popping up in your life, because I don't feel like this is the first time. It's very intrusive. Like every time things start to go right for you, like this little bitty thing, this situation likes to poke its head in and likes to cause some kind of irritation, kind of like a chaotic moment. So the best thing to do is ignore it. But we're going to go ahead and pull the Oracle cards. Those are my advice cards. They will better help you understand these energies. They'll kind of sway you. You know, you embrace this energy and it helps you throughout this time, right? So, Cancer. Cancer. Alright, let's see for my lovely Cancers for June to early July 2022. Yeah, I'm feeling this one. Oh God, why can I never pronounce these? Like, I was doing so good all week with pronouncing these, but you know. Oh, I can't even. Okay, so Arcturians, I don't know. But anyways, this is your card. I actually really love this one. Okay, so the words are feeling safe, wisdom keepers, and concern. So the concern is with someone in your life. Remember, I was just talking about that earlier. So I like that because it's kind of clarifying what I just said. But the main thing that I love about this is you have this bubble around you that is keeping you completely protected and safe during this time. And you're only allowing, and you should only be allowing. I know that's the word of advice with this card, is only allow the things that feel light, beautiful into your life, into your day-to-day life. If it does not make you feel amazing and it does not bring you laughter, ignore it. Don't even respond to it, because when you respond, there's going to be a chance that you get over angered or over emotional, or you say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing. So negative energies come to you, you just put a pause on it. Don't be responsive to it. That's the best thing, you know. What can someone do? What can someone or something do to you if you just don't even respond? Right? And then I love that. The feeling safe, again, that's talking all about these really warm connections in your life. So, and the wisdom keepers. Also, too, with the concern, there is that person that, like, isn't, where you feel like they're not really so open with you. But, like I said, that's going to be okay. That is going to be okay and all right. You know the reasoning behind it now. Anyways, all right. So I'm going to wrap it up before my power completely goes out, because I just have a feeling it's coming. But that was for you, Cancers. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.